The grass starter in Generation 1 of Pokemon has always been overshadowed by its fellow fire and water starters, but not in Project M. Ivysaur holds her own in this game because she's no longer going to be weighed down by her own trainer. Her focus in Project M is to use her vines and her special moves to zone her opponents away. Not only that, she is the only character in Project M that can heal herself with the use of a special move. And on top of that, Ivysaur is one of the few characters that has use to a super move, which basically if she fully charges her bulb, she'll get a fully charged solar beam, which is a very devastating attack. The biggest change to Ivysaur from Super Smash Bros. Brawl is the fact that she is separated from the Pokemon trainer. As a result from this, Ivysaur now gets her down special changed to Seed Bomb, which is basically a good move for juggling your opponents in the air. Another change to Ivysaur was to her neutral B, which now allows herself to heal at her own will. Not only that, but it charges up Ivysaur's Solar Beam, which when fully charged, allows Ivysaur to shoot out a deadly Solar Beam, reminiscent to the Pokemon games. Other big changes is that Ivysaur no longer takes extra damage from fire-type moves. Yes, this was actually a thing in Brawl. Ivysaur went through having the 3rd worst airspeed in Brawl to now having the 4th best airspeed in Project M. This dramatic increase helps her tremendously with recovery as well. All around, Ivysaur's moves are just a lot more faster, do a little bit more damage, and have a lot more range to them. Ivysaur was made to be a zoning character. She has plenty of projectiles, and she uses her vine disjoints to keep her opponents at a safe distance from her. It's hard for Ivysaur to be camped because she has multiple projectile attacks, and she can heal herself by holding her neutral B, which in most situations will force an approach by your opponent. On top of that, Ivysaur has a super move, as mentioned earlier, and it's very rewarding and can be pretty simple to set up as long as you can read your opponent's DI. Not only that, but Ivysaur has very good aerials, and on top of that, she gets rewarded when she hits her opponents with her bulb. This will gain her some health back. This will also give her more meter, which will help her get a solar beam in turn. Ivysaur struggles with mostly the top tier characters from Project M. That means the Spaceys, Marth, Captain Falcon, Meta Knight, and Diddy Kong. All the Spaceys and Captain Falcon destroy her need of keeping her opponents away from her. Ivysaur has trouble grabbing them and has poor out of shield options against them. Out of all the characters though, Fox is by far the worst matchup for her. Marth is known as the floaty killer, and due to this and Ivysaur's weight combined with that, Ivysaur gets comboed very easily by Marth and can get chain grabbed very easily. On top of that, Marth can outrange Ivysaur in most situations and hit him with a very devastating tipper. Meta Knight can juggle Ivysaur very easily and has an amazing punish game on her, making it very hard for her to punish him. Diddy Kong just beats Ivysaur in the neutral due to his amazing item game, and it makes it very hard for Ivysaur to start combos on him. The first pro for Ivysaur would be his amazing range and his amazing ability to zone his opponents out. Ivysaur is basically made to do that. Her disjoints for her vines are good for zoning, a lot of her special moves like her side B. She's all around just made for keeping her opponent away from her, and that's what Ivysaur does best. Her next pro is that she has very useful special moves. She's one of the only characters in Project M that can heal herself at her own will. I guess other than like Toon Link's down taunt, but that really doesn't count. But she has her own super move, which not many characters in this game have. Her down B is just good for juggling her opponents. Her side B is good for keeping her opponents away. And even her up B can be used in certain situations to kill the opponent. Another pro that I would say for Ivysaur is that she can start combos without even being near her opponent. Her down tilt, all of her moves that basically involve her vines are pretty much good for starting combos. Her throws are actually very rewarding and they're pretty easy to start combos from. Although they are very laggy, they're still pretty rewarding once you get one. And the last pro that I would say for Ivysaur is she has very strong finishers. Like I said, the super move, strong finisher, but also even her smash attacks, her up smash, down smash, they're very explosive attacks and they're very useful for killing your opponent. Now for the cons, the first one that I would say is the fact that she is very lightweight and she's not going to be surviving very long. she gets killed off the top very easily, and that's why matchups like Fox are very difficult for her. Another con for Ivysaur is she struggles against crouch cancel and has a lot of problems against shield pressure. When an opponent gets in Ivysaur's face, it makes it very hard for her to get out of that situation. So that's why stuff like crouch canceling and shield pressure are just very difficult things for her to deal with. And the last major con I would say for Ivysaur is her moveset has a lot of end lag. If she ends up missing an attack in neutral, she'll probably get punished for it, and that's just honestly the way Ivysaur is. Now, Ivysaur is for you if you want a projectile focused character, if you want a character that can zone very well and can start combos at safe distances, if you always liked the grass starter, and for the solar beam hype. Alright guys, that's it for this video on Ivysaur. I hope you guys enjoy the video. I've been doing a little bit of a different kind of approach to this, try to make the video a little bit shorter, try to add a little bit less of me just talking over myself and repeating myself. The next video though that we're going to do in this series is definitely going to probably be on Roy. Maybe Falco after that. We'll see what you guys want, but put in the comments who you want, and maybe we'll do that after Roy. But a lot of people were asking for Roy, so we'll do Roy next. The reason why I chose Ivysaur for this video is he was easily like the most requested. Like, so many people were asking for Ivysaur. Let me know what you guys think about this video though. Share it, send it to other people in the community. Basically, I made this series to kind of get people to know about Project M. And if people want to get into the series, this is like the type of video you'd want to watch, you know what I mean? So just let me know what you guys think about the video down below. I think that's it for me. I don't want to make this video like too much longer, so thank you guys for watching, and I appreciate it. So thank you guys, bye.